From McDaniel, this is the f***ing news. I'm Tyler Carr.
And I'm Sam Paxton. Here's tonight's top story. Former Vice President Al Gore has released another book titled Our Choice. The book is drawing glowing reviews, talking head ire, and more than a few questions about his credibility and motivation. The book was released on Tuesday, November 3rd, and surprise, surprise, is just more bullshit about the environment.
Earlier this week, San Antonio Spurs player Manu Ginobili swatted a bat out of midair during an NBA game against Sacramento Kings. The bat was released into the arena by a fan, and after hitting it out of the air, Ginobili has animal rights activists after him. Come on, activists. Everyone knows bats are f***ing creepy. Who cares if we swat a few of them out of the air?
This week, the AARP officially backed the House health care bill. The bill will provide benefits to help seniors and people with disabilities live in their own homes by establishing the Community Living Assistance Services and Supports Program, or CLASS. However, no one will receive any benefits from CLASS for at least 5 years, and anyone currently eligible for Medicare because of disability will be ineligible even after 5 years. At this rate, all seniors who supported this bill will be dead by the time it's passed.
Last week, former Vice President Dick Cheney was questioned in an FBI investigation over the 2004 Valerie Plame scandal. The scandal concerned how the news media came to know the identity of Valerie Plame, a CIA agent and wife of Ambassador Joe Wilson, a critic of the Iraq War. In the investigation, Cheney often answered, "I do not recall," in response to questions on his involvement in the leak. He then petted his cat's head, tensed his fingers, allowed an evil laugh heard in the depths of hell.
On Tuesday, the legal battle between Miss California USA pageant officials and former beauty queen Carrie Prejean came to an end after both sides agreed to drop their claims against each other. The pageant dropped its lawsuit demanding that Prejean repay the $5,200 given to pay for her breast implants. In exchange, Prejean dropped her lawsuit claiming the pageant violated her privacy by revealing to reporters that her breasts are fake.
According to pageant executive director Keith Lewis, we're moving forward from the past and looking towards the crowning of 2 winners and the look of the upcoming Miss California USA pageant. Here at the news, we're glad things got resolved. Now we can go back to ignoring the pageant and not giving 2 shits about who wins these competitions.
Coming this December, the Alaskan government is putting large limitations on where citizens can and cannot ice fish. A large area of the Arctic is among the limited areas, as many scientists claim ice is eroding from the region due to global warming. So sadly, this winter, less people will be able to take part in the thrilling, exciting sport of ice fishing.
Sheldon Dorff, the founder of San Diego Comic-Con International, passed away this week at the age of 76. But what Dorff will be best remembered for was his plot to blow up the sun, which was, of course, thwarted by the Justice League. He will be missed.
A 34-year-old woman, He Orama, was arrested recently for making frequent non-emergency calls to 911 and complaining about how her boyfriend would not marry her. The police asked her to stop calling each time, and they finally arrested her when she called and would not say why she was calling. She was also arrested last week for calling 911 to help her find her car. What this woman really needs are some friends, so she can stop calling up the police every time she has a damn problem.
Sesame Street turns 40 years old this coming Tuesday. The beloved children's television series debuted on November 10, 1969. Michelle Obama, Cameron Diaz, Adam Sandler, Kobe Bryant, Greg Kinnear, and many more will appear this season. After 40 years on television, the verdict is still out on Bert and Ernie, Oscar the Grouch is still homeless, and the Cookie Monster has once again relapsed into his debilitating addiction.
Customers bought the new Windows 7 operating system in droves in the first week of its launch. According to an independent research firm, boxed copies of Windows 7 sold 234% more in the first few days than when Windows Vista launched back in 2007. Microsoft Chief Executive Steve Ballmer called the news fantastic, but some people are already cautious about how Windows 7 will ultimately do. In other news, Microsoft sent out a statement touting the fastest release for a security patch ever, thanks to the number of viruses and Trojan horses that have infected the system already.
In today's terrible job market, one place is hiring: Antarctica. Jobs are open for those willing to cross 1,000 miles of ice, as $18.5 million of stimulus money is ending up in Antarctica, with about half of it for tractors to haul gear from McMurdo Station to the South Pole. Because no one lives full-time in the South Pole, we can't be sure what exactly is being built, but many assume it's some kind of badass water park.
This week, the Lincolnshire School District of England must pay a $30,000 settlement to a 16-year-old girl who lost most of her fingers in a plastering accident back in January of '07. The anonymous girl's attorney, Stephen Hill, explains that the girl's hands stuck in a plaster of Paris mold as she tried to make a sculpture of them during art class. Despite efforts to remove them by teachers, classmates, and even paramedics, only 2 of her fingers could be saved. Unfortunately, neither was her middle finger, so she can no longer show her art teacher how she really feels.
That's all we have this week. Join us next time for another edition of the f***ing news.
Good night and good luck.
You're gonna need it.